Now, today's chapter, chapter 14, is probably my first or second favorite in the entire book here as we go through. And again, it's about effortless manifestation. Okay. I want you to realize that whatever you desire for the next 40 days of 2020, the end of the year here, you can have, and you can have it in an effortless way. It doesn't have to be hard. Okay. It doesn't have to be crazy. You don't have to do 1,000 things to get there. I want you to start believing it can be effortless. It can be easy. Now, this is just so good. Follow along with me. You can print out the PDF. I sent that out to you via email, chapter 14 in the actual book, or just follow along on my screen here. Now, this training, it's not going to be too fast, okay, because there's a lot of depth. Just giving you a precursor before we start reading here. There's a lot going on here. I'm going to be reading very deliberately and very slowly, okay? We don't want to just consume, 10 pages of stuff today, but not do anything with it, right? That's what the accelerator is all about. Take a little info, then apply it. The principle of least action governs everything in physics from the path of a planet to the path of a pulse of light. Least action is the minimum of energy multiplied by the minimum of time. Now, right there, it might be like, oh my God, this sounds like a scientific equation. I mean, how am I supposed to solve all this stuff, right? Don't worry, it gets very easy. It's going to sum it up on what that means. Therefore, in moving from your present state to the state desired, you must use the minimum of energy and take the shortest amount of time, shortest possible time. Your journey from one state of consciousness to another is a psychological one. I would definitely, if you're taking notes here, I would underline that. Your journey from one state of consciousness to another is a psychological one. So to make the journey, you must employ the psychological equivalent of least action, and the psychological equivalent is mere assumption. I would circle that, or at least write it down in your notes. Let's take an example. To get yourself from poverty consciousness to prosperity consciousness is a psychological one. Now, what psychological means? Psyche meaning thought, meaning thinking, meaning mind. You have to do it in your thinking. How do you do that? You do it in your imagination. Assumption means you're going to start assuming the role of the prosperous person in your imagination. A lot of us who look at our current bank statement or current business results or current anything, current job, even if you're in a job or anything like that, they look at it and they own the role. They say, I'm that person. I'm the one to always have money be a little slow. I'm always the one to not have this or to this or to this, whatever it is. In their imagination, whether they're aware of it or not, they're owning that. They assume that's what's true about themselves. Prosperity consciousness. I'm going to say it again. We assume the role of a prosperous person in imagination. I see a lot of you writing notes here. I'm going to say it again. We assume the role of a prosperous person in our imagination. That's it. If you're really zoned into the words here, this is the key to the kingdom. This is the key to seeing your results for life. It's simple. It's not easy. Sometimes it can be very easy and it gets a lot easier, okay? But sometimes at the very beginning it can be a little challenging. What does that mean? Assuming a prosperous person imagination, we're going to read on and we're going to find out as we go through. Okay. Let's go ahead and move down the page here. The day you fully realize the power of assumption, you discover that it works in complete conformity with this principle. It works by means of attention minus effort. Thus, with least action through an assumption, you hurry without haste and reach your goal without effort. Man, that's pretty good, right? I think we all on this call would say, I'd love to manifest a lot more things without effort. I love to manifest a new sale, maybe a brand new home, maybe this, maybe that, right? It's a lot better than working 90 hours a week or even 40 hours a week. That might be a little confusing, okay? But again, we're going to clarify everything. By the end of this call, you're going to have exact clarity and exact answers and exact action items we're going to be doing together. Because creation is finished, what you desire already exists. That's a pretty major statement. Let me go ahead and do that one more time here. I would circle that. I would write it down, whatever that takes.